Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live, and it was an open challenge match for the WWE Undisputed Championship. But things have changed, and Adam Pearce has made it official. The Nightmare Jordan Styles here at Survivor Series will go one-on-one with a pick, none other then special handpicked by Adam Pearce. The Nightmare Jordan Styles just faced Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed title. And Cody Rhodes, after whatever broke in his mind, he changed his hair, changed his look, and he attacked the Nightmare Jordan Styles after he was already injured by the likes of Seth Rollins from a stump after he tried to cash in his Money in the Bank on the Nightmare Jordan Styles. He has faced the likes of Kevin Owens, the likes of Sami Zayn, the likes of Cody Rhodes, and none of those men were able to take him from the top of his Ascension era. This could be the greatest run of all time, ladies and gentlemen. This could be an absolute banger of a match. The Nightmare Jordan Styles has set a roadblock on this reign. The Nightmare Jordan Styles being a title holder changed the whole landscape of the industry. It shut down the corporation, and it brought him to Ascension. He has beaten Drew McIntyre, and now we're about to find out who does the Nightmare Jordan Styles has to face here at Survivor Series. And oh my goodness, it is none other than Dirty Dominic Mysterio, his former Judgment Day counterpart. The Nightmare Jordan Styles will be going one-on-one with the king of the Luchadores, the greatest Mysterio of all time, the Triple A Mega Champion. He is on both platforms, working his ass off, getting in that ring daily. No matter if it's the Mexican style of wrestling, which is that luchador style, or if it's that wrestle. It's time to watch if it's just that an American style wrestling, he has learned both at an all-time high. And now the king of the Luchadores can be a double champ if he beats his former Judgment Day counterpart, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor, the mentor of the Nightmare Jordan Styles, an up-and-coming superstar. He joined the Judgment Day seeking guidance, seeking wisdom, seeking championship gold. And as soon as the Nightmare Jordan Styles found that championship gold, he was stuck in the back with a knife by Dirty Dominic Mysterio and the rest of the Judgment Day. And then the Judgment Day imploded, where Finn Balor parted ways and went to SmackDown. And then Dirty Dom is here taking over the reins for the United States Championship. And here we go, the Nightmare Jordan Styles is here. It's Survivor Series. It's the Undisputed Championship on the line, and we have an absolute banger. Judgment Day hid behind numbers. But here tonight, it's still a one-on-one. You talk about respect. If he beats the Nightmare Jordan Styles here, sold-out crowd here in Philadelphia, it could be a dangerous thing. And the bell rings, the Nightmare Jordan Styles, and they're at a standstill. But it's a go-behind for the Nightmare Jordan Styles into a angle slam, and he's fired up here in Philadelphia, and it's jab after jab. Dirty Dom is finding his footing, and this could be bad for the Nightmare Jordan Styles early in this match. He sends him to the turnbuckle. And here, Dirty Dom starts to fire off. He hits him with a clothesline into a tornado DDT. That is that Mysterio way. And he's just going at the Nightmare Jordan Styles huge drop kick from Dirty Dom Mysterio. The king of the luchadors is taking the champion to an all-time reckoning. Here at Survivor Series, it's a counter for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. Here at Survivor Series, we had War Games, and it was Solo Sikoa and his group of miscreants going against Roman Reigns, trying to find his reigns, and a huge knee for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. Jacob Fatu ended up finishing off a cross-body from Dirty Dominic Mysterio. He finished off Solo with that tongue and death grip, sending him to the mat, and it was a 1, 2, 3. Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Shades of Eddie Guerrero here. Neckbreaker for the Nightmare Jordan Styles, and he tries to do a crossbody. A Tope Atomico of some sort, and it got hit. Dirty Dom, and he's finding that second gear. He moves out of the way, but it's a huge combo, not avoided. And he goes after the legs of Dirty Dom. Smart choice from the Nightmare Jordan Styles.
Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg.
And these two men have too much history. And you can see the attack in the leg of Dirty Dom. He's trying to stop that 619. Trying to stop. Hold on. He's crawling to the turnbuckle. And he's finding his footing. But it's no good. A knife-edge chop. And he was going for that shotgun drop kick. But it's no good because he's hitting him with a 6, 1, 9. Here it goes. Boom. 619 from Dirty Dominic Mysterio. He goes up top. And it's a frog splash. Here it goes. 1, 2. A kick out for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. A kick to the back of the head. And it looks like somebody exposed the turnbuckle. What is going on here? A kick to the back by Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And he's telling him to raise up. Dirty Dom has found that win, that second gear, and he slams him to his back. The Nightmare Jordan Styles. And now it's a slugfest. Slugfest in Philly. I thought it was brotherly love. And now another turnbuckle pad being removed. And the Nightmare Jordan Styles and Dirty Dominic Mysterio are just having it out. And look at this. A counter. A chop. But it's no good. Both men are at wit's end and a huge elbow by the Nightmare Jordan Styles. This crowd is absolutely fired up, as Wade said. But look at this, he's going for his suicide. Boom! And the Nightmare Jordan Styles has seen enough. It looks like the AAA Mega Champion could be out. And it's 2. No! It's a counter! And a huge kick. Spine buster. Sit out, spine buster. 1. And it's a kick out for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. He was going for a coup de grace, but to no avail. A uppercut with an elbow. He sends him into the side. A 619. And a crossbody. This could be it. And he plays possum. I thought he was out. No, it's only a 1 count. And he tries to go for a sling blade, but it's scouted by Dirty Dom. He's going for that. Look at the shades of Eddie Guerrero. It's a 3 amigos. The 3rd amigo. And it could be over. He could be going for it all. He tries to go. He tries to send it. But it's no good. He begins to stomp out Dirty Dominic Mysterio. The king of the luchadors was looking to be in a bad way. He sends him to the corner. And it's no good. He's going for that shotgun. Boom! Drop kick. And he's going up top. The Nightmare Jordan Styles is going up top. And here it goes. Coup de grace. And he tries to go for a submission. It's no good. A drop kick. And it's missed. Scouted by the Nightmare Jordan Styles. And it's a counter from Dirty Dom. He's going up top. Look at it. He's at the ropes. He just gets adulation from the crowd. And he's sending them to the corner. A huge elbow. And he goes for a Hurricane Rana. Dirty Dom with a kick, but it's met a Nightmare knee. And this is over. A counter. A counter. And both men are at a standstill here in Philadelphia under a hook. That was vicious. And this match was in the making. And it looks like he was going for another set of terrible moves here. And he goes after the leg. Another heel hook. Another heel hook going after the legs of Dirty Dominant Mysterio for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. And look at what he's doing here. He goes for a stomp to the ribs. And this could not look good for Dirty Dom. And he goes behind a German suplex. And look at Dirty Dominic Mysterio. The wheel, the fight, and it's a counter from Dirty Dom. He goes into the corner. Hits him with a huge knee. These two men are fighting it out. Here, Survivor Series sold out crowd. A huge, no, oh, Michinoku driver. 1, 2, and out of nowhere, a kick out for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. Out of nowhere. What is this? What is he doing? A counter from the Nightmare Jordan Styles. And he sends him to the turnbuckle. He's trying to take him up top, but it's no good. What is Dirty Dom thinking? Oh, a huge knee and a Nightmare knee. No, the Nightmare Jordan Styles could be putting this up there because it's a silencer. A silencer on Dirty Dom. He's trying to fight. He's trying to fight. He's trying to fight. But it's no good. The Nightmare Jordan Styles tap out Dirty Dom. As its Judgment Day counterparts sit by, Dirty Dom had every hand dealt. He showed promise here tonight. But here, the Nightmare Jordan Styles just showed that there's levels to the game. A Nightmare knee out of nowhere, then he picked him up and hit him out of nowhere, a Michinoku driver, and then he hit him with a silencer. He kicked out of that Michinoku driver, and then it was a silencer, and he tapped out. It was a 1, 2, 3. Passed out clean. It's a huge win for the WWE Undisputed Champion. He beat the likes of his former Judgment Day counterpart. What can be next for this Ascension era? We're going to find out live. We're moving into December, ladies and gentlemen. It is Christmas season. And the Nightmare Jordan Styles will have to defend his title. This is Survivor Series. I'm your host, Rufus Walker. And still your WWE Undisputed Champion, the Nightmare Jordan Styles. What an unbelievable match, ladies and gentlemen.